fit my camera in there. So that is what ILEG stands for. It stands for Infusion Light Energy Gain. That's what it stands for. Okay, how we doing out there? My name's Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. We developed, I would consider to be right now, because I haven't seen any demonstrations matching it so far, a new version of gain, which allows our screens to absorb in a ton of ambient light. Right now, I'm in my office, commercial setting environment, and we use more lighting here than most people use in their homes right now. This is office setting, including the screen here has an additional 12,000 K, 6K for each one, 6,000 K for each one of these lights, sitting right dead, right in the center of the screen, allowing the screen to absorb in all the light in the environment, allowing the screen to absorb all the light around the environment, and still maintaining a beautiful image without washing or fading out. Now, what I've seen so far and my research in projection screens today, they use something called ambient light controlled environments. This is where even if you have an ambient light rejection screen, you're in an environment that's completely controlled because you can't use it in a regular environment because it'll have issues. Doesn't make a difference on what type of projectors you use. We use all different sorts of projectors. It doesn't make a difference on whether or not you have high lumen capabilities, high contrast capabilities. I've seen projectors would have billions of colors capabilities, anything from JVCs, Roncos, Barcodes, you name the big boy top tier projectors. They have to be calibrated because the colors won't come out correctly. This technology requires zero calibration. It requires no expensive projectors. Projectors used in the demonstration right now is a Sony VPL CX100, which I only paid $10 for. I have a challenge for myself that can only purchase projectors with the technology we have here at only $200 and down. That's it. Every projector I bought was under the $200 mark. That shows customers, people we do business with in the day, that we do not require high-end expensive projectors to get our products to work correctly. We can do this easily with projectors that are extremely affordable. So today I decided to paint the inside of the screen, give you more of an impact on how much light these screens can absorb in. You see this light shadow we have here? These are light shadows we have here. That's how much light that this screen is taking in, including the additional lighting in the environment at the same time. One of the things I mentioned on camera, hardest image to pull up is blue. Why? Because blue fades the fastest. That's why you see people when they're showing up demonstrations that show the sea, the ocean behind it. That's why, because if you can pick up that blue, you're doing pretty good. But as I said before, we're the only company right now that has a halo screen system, and this allows for us to be able to show off our screens that are embedded in a lot of light. Now, I've seen halo lights, but usually these are done in dark environments, or basically the lights are behind the back of the screen. They give off the illusion that the area is well lit when technically it's just not. So you have to know exactly what you're getting into. I gotta get the other square done. I might let them know in the square for my cloud system right there. We'll get that done today. But this is to show you how beautiful your images are going to pop up. Now, mind you, if we can get this to operate in here, a commercial environment, 10 times more light in the average home, and with the halo system attached to it, it's so much easier for us to be able to operate in any environment we choose that we paint the screen into. Now, this is called our Quantum Black Star. The abbreviations we're talking about, the ILEG stands for Infusion Light Energy Screens. I can't explain this enough, and I'm going to say it again. Can't be making up gains. Can't be making them up. I've been in the field for too long. I know my stuff. But you can't be making up gains along the way, because anything you make up, you're going to have to back up 100%. Like Elite came with this screen called Ceiling Light CRT. I think some kind of ceiling light rejection technology, whatever. Something they made up. But it does work. I tested it. It does exactly what they said it does. So if you're going to be making up something along the way, you are going to have to be the backup that it actually works. So this is Infusion Light Energy Gain, which means it has the ability to infuse in light, which you're seeing right now, they're doing right now, And it also has the ability to basically use to the vantage point for its gain capability, which means the screen does not wash out or fade. And we've done this with ultra short throw projectors. We've done this, of course, it's an easy job with an ultra short throw. I don't really talk how, I don't even look at it when I do an ultra short throw. I don't see it as a projector that I can just sit there and go, wow, we did an ultra short throw. It's an ultra short throw. It's sitting right on top of the screen. It's an easy projector to use. It really is. It's an easy projector. When you're talking about long throw, you're talking about a distance throw. You're talking about something's going to get, the lumen count's going to get ripped up in the environment depending on how much light's in the environment. That's a projector that a screen's going to struggle with. Not an ultra short throw. That's way too easy. Only thing you have to worry about ultra short throw is your quality. Are you going to read that 100% contrast? Can you use it in a fully lit environment, which it was intended to be used to begin with? Keep in mind, ultra short throw projectors are used in hospitals, they're used in schools, they're used just about everywhere. So, if your projector has poor contrast capability, how would a teacher utilize your product in a classroom that's going to be fully lit when they're giving out a lecture and say they're giving a lecture on outer space? How's that going to work? Your screen's going to come up gray, not black. So, again, like I said, it's unusable. So as you can see, the new technology we have here, cheapest kit, if you're asking what's the lowest kit, we have something called the, can't think of it, starter kit. It's a beginner's kit. It's 187 at 187. The biggest we make right now for customers is 50 ounces. Anything from 50, 32, 24 in ounces. Gallons have to be done through PayPal invoice only. There's no reason you would need a gallon. Like literally, I can't even perceive why someone would need a gallon of paint. It's a lot. This stuff has a one coat application. If you saw in the video demonstration, you watched me paint my screen in. This is my screen. This is how big it is. I painted this in with less than a gallon. And these are big. These screens right here are 160-inch screens at 1610. They're big. So I had two of them side by side. I painted them right on camera so everybody can see it. It started off to be a match and better, but it converted into, I was looking at, I might just paint this and get this done because I got work to do. But anyway, yeah, I just painted them in and just changed the video to basically paint on demonstration. Keep in mind that the batch number for those people who have the paint out of the 5-gallon container, I actually have that sitting on my wall right now. In there, that's your batch number paint. That's the paint that we use for part of it to paint that and the big screen behind you. So again, this one has a special batch number because again, we're actually using it in our demonstrations, which we use paint all the time. But usually when I make a 5-gallon, it's made to order. It's for those customers that fit. We had a gallon left over, and guess what? I painted my screen with it, and the one we're using right here. Let me get it up here. I want y'all to see that beautiful halo system. Lovely, isn't it? All right, let's come out of here and pop over to the menu. See how much light's hitting that screen? It's a lot. It's a lot. $4K demonstrations. Let's get some sound in here. So what you're seeing is what we call the legendary to infinity contrast. Allows it to be able to maintain a 100% infinity level of blackness without even requiring projectors with expensive contrast, because you're going to spend what, a projector that has roughly a 2 million to 1, you're talking about a very expensive machine at the end of the day. This is going to cost you. It's not going to be cheap. And again, I can't express this enough that all these projectors that I see on YouTube, especially with influencers attached to them, how come no one's doing these things in fully lit environments with star fields attached to them? Every single demonstration I've seen on an Epson LS800 or anything in Epson, anything in ViewSonic, anything in Samsung, anything in Optima with these high-end projectors with a great amount of contrast, I see these things sitting in the darkest environments I've ever seen. If they are basically using any kind of light, the light's all ambient light controlled. So I'm going to spend $300, $3,000, $4,000 for an ultra short throw projector with an amazing, insane contrast level attached to it, just be stuck in the dark. Because if I turn my lights on, my contrast fades. Now, is there anything wrong with the projector? No, there's not anything wrong with the projector. The problem you're going to have is that the screen can't see it. The projector works perfectly fine. You see that OLED display that I put right there? I just paused it right there. How many screens can do that right now? They can't. Because they can't produce in fully lit environment. Gunmetals can't compete to a screen that can read a 100% black level, because the purpose of the gunmetal wasn't designed for its white levels. It was designed for color, and it was designed for contrast and the ability to be able to absorb more light because it's a much darker screen. Which, again, I literally got a container of someone saying, we're not going to mention in the video because you know what I'm talking about already, of a darker paint that's not ambient light rejection. That's just so backwards it's not even funny. That means your stuff doesn't work. But anyway, that's why they made the gunmetal screen. It's darker, it absorbs more light, they have much higher gain sitting on top of these projection screens. Are designed for contrast and color. The main key point of gunmetal is its contrast capabilities. But you can't beat a screen that's already physically black. So guess what? And if you lay against one of these screens, you're going to come up gray. And not the kind of gray you want to come up. So basically spending $5,000, $3,000, or whatever you're going to pay for your gunmetal screen is absolutely pointless due to the fact that this technology can read in Infinity 1 and it does not require Infinity 2 now, we have now. And it does not require a expensive projector. And what do you think the specifications on the Sony CX100 is? They're pretty low. That projector doesn't even have an HDMI port sitting on the side of it right now. So it's pretty low. So consider the fact that that projector can look like that. It can pull that image, even though it doesn't have the capability to do so if it was shown on any other screen. Let me see. I'm going to go with 8K Desired Nature 8K Video Demonstration TV. I'm surprised it's like, oh, I got it right first batch. Ha ha! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Now, I've seen this demonstration done before, and I can't express enough how it was a complete, absolute fail for the individual who did it. And the reason why, because the whole entire thing was done in a dark environment. Of course it did in a dark environment, because they're contrast levels. But not only they did it in a dark environment with a P2 projector that has a capability of 2 million to 1 contrast. And I've seen a lot of those projectors in very dark environments. If you saw the promo demonstration for the P2, I don't think they were going in that direction. The promo demonstration is done in a fully lit environment, plenty of light and windows and all that good stuff. They had everything at their giant 120-inch screen display. That's what they were going for. Replace your TV with one of our projectors and use it like a TV. What I've seen so far on YouTube is you're just stuck in the dark, period. Now, it's the projector's fault. It's not the projector's fault. Whoever's displaying on whatever screen you're working on, screen's not working with your projector. I don't care how good you think the colors look in the dark. It's not designed for that. At 2 million to 1, the reason I have that heaping massive amount of contrast sitting on that is so you can try to produce a somewhat decent image or darker image in a fully lit environment. I don't think that's the one with the whole black makeup on. We got another one done. There's 2 of those. Let me see. We're going to do that one too to make a difference either way, but I'm doing the solid blacks on it. Here we go. Should be right over here. Yeah, we'll do that one too. There we go. You're supposed to be able to see that. Just like that. Now, I explained on camera many, many times. I said anytime anybody shows off a contrast demonstration, it has to be in a fully lit environment. The most maximum of light that screen can take in. The reason why? Because the customer is going to turn their lights on in a fully lit environment, and their screen's going to wash out dramatically. And they're going to find that the money they put into their projector is not going to work unless they have a proper screen to work with the projector. It's a couple. It's like a couple, a married couple, or how I can say, oxen, as in biblical term, as in being equally yoked. Because you can have the screen, which is small oxen, and you can have the projector, which is a large oxen, and you try to get both of them to work side by side to plow a field, it's not going to work. They're going to be going around in circles, which is pretty much what you're doing. When you're trying to find a screen, you're going around in circles. You get two big ox or two small ox the same size, they will do the job perfectly. That's what it means by unequally yoked. So that's what happens and what I see when I watch these high-powered projectors. They keep making the projectors more and more high-powered, and the screens, well, the screens stay the same. And every demonstration, if you look at the P1 and the P2, watch the demonstrations. They're both in the dark. TV projector, that's not going to go well. Customers who have it are all in the dark. So this technology we have here will allow you to be able to pick up that contrast level, even if your projector costs $10. Let's go over here and let's grab, got Mother Chrissy coming in pretty soon, can't wait for that. Got another one coming through. Now see those bands of light that are hitting those corners of the screen? See how the image is still pushing up? There's no tannish, no discoloration in color, nothing. We'll be at a couple of form sites today with the new technology, showing it off. I got an ambient light rejection form site that I go to, basically showing screens with ambient light rejection technology. We definitely will be in there. Once we receive the rest of our sample sheets, we will continue showing our technology versus the other high-end technology and send them out a nice little email explaining to them the advancements of our technology versus theirs, our game versus theirs. Pretty sure they would be picking up the product, do their own testing. This is to self-aware them about black technology so we can push them into developing the black technology for what we got planned coming up next. Right now for these demonstrations, and we don't have any that can match them, but we are going to put out matching betters today, and that's for everybody. For everybody. Influencers, whatever, who are you over on YouTube at the end of the day, we want you to match them better these demonstrations. And it clearly shows at the end of the day that they can't match them better these demonstrations. It clearly declares our product as being one of the most powerful games right now. Until the ad tech comes out, which is sitting behind me right now, and that one's going to be showed pretty soon, absorbing 120,000 lux of sunlight, which will make that now the most powerful game. I want to do this one right here. Make this one because I have some darker shades and it doesn't really make a difference, to tell you the truth, honestly. Now for the consumer, well, guess what? This saves the consumer a lot of money. No more expensive high-end projectors. No worrying about if you have to have enough contrast with this. Doesn't really make a difference. It's a 720p projector we're running right now, so you don't have to have 1080p or 4K. It's not even required. You can use it in a fully lit environment. You've seen this thing on an ultra short throw projector? It looks insane on an ultra short throw projector. You can run all that, no problem. No calibrating, none of that nonsense. All eliminated. This is the reason why they don't want us on form sites. With form sites, you got a section talking about why you have to calibrate your projector. You got one here saying why you have to be in ambient light projections and environments. You got one over here saying that what true contrast is, and imagine if we walk on there. We debunk everybody's theory. That's why I don't allow us on form sites. Certain form sites don't allow us on. Like ABS forums, they don't want us on there. How are you going to be in there talking about how this particular certified screen pulls out the best contrast level when we can show a technology can overpower it? Well, that's your form out the window. What about ambient light rejection technology? That's out the window too, because they're not doing these demonstrations at the end of the day. No one's doing them. What about outside demonstrations? You got these white screens, you got these silver screens, you got the Yard Master, and we're producing a 180-inch screen while we're watching Star Wars outside or a 250. You know, what about talk about rear projection technology? When we're showing screens absorbing sunlight. See what I mean? There you go. That's why we're not allowed different sites. Overqualified. Would cause too much problems. In other words, too much problem as your theory wouldn't even exist. That's why. What I love about different sites like that is when they come up with theories and what they think it is, and we basically debunk it and bring out, we got tons of research on our technology, we bring out all types of videos, and then they get to a point where they can't handle that, they become extremely frustrated, and they ban us every single time. Does it bother me? Nah. It just shows me at the end of the day they don't have anything for us. If they did, then we would still be there. Challenge any screen. I can go into any site, Elite Screens, DMP Supernova, Black Diamond, any one of them. And I can challenge their setup versus mine. On a projector that costs far less than theirs and an environment that's far more brighter. That's why my customers at the end of the day have a product that they can basically hold their heads up to. They don't have to be embarrassed at the end of the day. My customers who have this technology right now, we have people came and get gallons. The minute the first time we showed off the demonstration on the smaller screen, that quick, we had 3 companies came in and bought right for the door. They bought the gallons. I don't believe in following, I like the bug thing. I don't believe in following the masses as in, because everybody did it in a dark environment, I'm going to be in a dark environment, because that's tradition. I don't believe in that. I believe in breaking the mold at the end of the day. Let's do something that nobody else is doing. Let's go against tradition. Let's put some waves in the water. Let's do something different. That's what we're doing right now. And that's why we had people at the end of the day, not only just them, other companies that were mad and upset with us that wanted to see our downfall. But when your technology is developed by God, that doesn't happen. Our technology just advances, it gets better. What did I say on camera a few months back? There are people that sat there and accused my company of fraud. Now mind you, they got to pay for that. That's going to happen. But mind you, they accused my company of fraud. And they said that I was not a man that walked with God. And mind you, you're going to pay for that too, because again, you're talking against God at the end of the day. So, I said on camera, if my technology, if what I've been blessed to have by my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, this is all fake, this is a scam, or ripping people off at the end of the day, may He come down and take it all from me. May He expose me for who I am at the end of the day. May none of my products work, our hands not be blessed, our technology fails. May we be cursed. And what has happened? Our technology has advanced farther than it's ever been before. Look at that. That's a $10 720p projector in a fully lit environment with a halo system at a 12K, 1200K, 2000K. And look at that. Does that look like I'm cursed at the end of the day? No. That means those who prosecute me were wrong. Now, not only that, has my Lord exposed that at the end of the day, His blessings are real, but those at the end of the day who made those statements, the Lord will bring you to justice. And I prayed on that. I will see each one of you in court as agreed. Until then, we'll continue to develop technology that will overpower anything that comes against us, and at the end of the day, develop a product that customers can literally stand behind. Because telling the customer at the end of the day that they got to spend all this money for an expensive projector, and then once you get the projector, you're stuck in there, you got to calibrate it. Nobody wants to calibrate a projector. I don't even want to calibrate it. Who the fuck wants to go through all that? I spent all this money for this projector, now I got to calibrate it? That's like saying you spend the money for a car, now you got to spend an extra $10,000 to get a special tune-up on it so it can run at its maximum performance. I just spent all this money. It's insane, see what I mean? That nonsense. And then you have 3,000, 4,000 lumens, especially on an ultra short throwing. You can't even be in a fully lit environment with it. You get, especially if you got rid of your TV. If you got rid of your TV, be stuck in the dark. That pretty sucks. Pretty bad. So yeah, you know, I get that from customers all the time. Customers who contact me and ask me at the end of the day, they tell me they're having this problem and that problem. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do. I spent the money for this projector. One guy got the Epson LS800 and the screen to go with it, and it just looked horrible. Yeah. But a shame, man. But with our technology, as I said before, we don't put ourselves, and some people have the habit of doing this. They say, well, you know, you're in the same screen paint category as other screens. Well, the problem we have is we have something called match or betters. Match and betters separates from everybody else because we put our tests up on match and betters, our demonstration, even our customers are showing off their screens in match and better. And we don't see anybody match and better our stuff. We even got these demonstrations called Flex. So we go out there and we just show some crazy stuff that we do. They don't match our stuff. So someone's selling an everyday screen paint. You're doing projector mapping technology, ceiling technology, advertising technology, demonstrations involving curved projection screens, which we've done those too. I haven't done a screen called a tube, but shaped like a tube. It's pretty cool. We've done holograms. We've done, what else we done up to date? Projector mapping technology, rear projection technology, gaming technology. You're not in our category. Any of the category that shows. We make more paint. We've done more testing. We've painted more screens. Yeah, we've done a lot. And we shot more on-site video demonstrations than the average screen paint maker. Now, I'm not saying Goose Screen. Goose Screen's up there. Ooh, they did a lot of demonstrations. They were out before me, way before me. But we could take on Goose Screen because we did it already. We already showed in the demonstration of us taking out one of their max screens. So, no, we're not in the same category. We take on certified. That's my field. The big boy screens. Those are the screens we like to go against. These are screens that, again, they basically try to say they're equal to. You're equal to a screen that we can take out. We're just like them. No, I've tested their stuff. You're nowhere near like their product. Their products are actually pretty good. That's why I like testing against them. They make really good products. There's not one screen paint I can honestly say right now that has changed my mind on how I develop my technology. Not one. They're all certified that did it. The Seymour AV 1.3 high silver screen beat one of my screens, and that is the development. We developed a screen to take out theirs, which is called an AG47. If you saw the demonstrations, that silver screen can literally pick up a white level higher than white, and it's silver. It turns a white screen dark. That's the same technology that was re-engineered and put into black screens, get them to generate higher white levels. We have a shifting technology. For those people who say we have the same screen paint, we have a shifting technology that if I lay it on the table, it's a bright screen. I stick it up there, it turns dark. And it has no chameleon technology, because if you work with chameleon before, you know that if you worked in the car shows, if you turn in any direction, it changes. That baffles the daylight shadow. It really does. Yeah. So no, we don't consider ourselves in the category of screen paints. We don't. When we challenge our technology, it's for certified. I'm not trying to be rude here, but if I were to, or we pretty much already did it, but if I were to go back and repeat it, we could literally wipe out everything in screen paints with no problem whatsoever. One of the things you would have, two problems you would have. The lighting in the environment would destroy you, and the contrast would take you out. The dark grays, they don't function near that thing. Gunmetals. If you're talking about a dark chocolate gray paint versus a gunmetal, because that's where you're leading to. You made the paint charcoal gray because you're trying to give it a more gunmetal appearance. You can take out actual gunmetal screens that have gains that are higher than yours. So when you look at a charcoal gray screen, a charcoal gray screen's gain is going to be a 2.0. It's not going to be higher than that. It's just not. It's not. It has some ability, but it's just not going to be higher than that. But you're talking about when you're looking at a certified screen, they got 0.4s and 0.6, 0.9s. They have huge gains on these things. You're not going to compete with that. They have this kind of reflective surface that can generate a white level that would make your screen turn dark. They pick up beautiful shades of darker shades of gray. The colors are beautiful on them. It's a different category of technology. We did this one already? I think we did. 4K snow screensavers. So it's a different caliber of technology. Like I showed you in the garage. I took his paint, put it against a black diamond. A 1.4 black diamond in the garage. And it made the screen look unwatchable. And black diamond is more superior technology. There's no way in the world you compete with that. But we can. If we didn't, we'd have never gotten a letter from them. Because even they acknowledge our existence. The certifieds, the big screens, they know us. The other screen paints, the ones that think they're like us, they know us too. But you don't challenge us, and they don't either. Now with this new technology we got, we're ushering in right now with the ILEG technology, there's nobody matching these demonstrations. Which shows at the end of the day, reload on that one, reload. All right, here we go. That's why our technology is far more better, and it's the reason why customers are going to get the best when it comes to our technology. And I guarantee you right now, do your research before you buy from us. I'm going to make a special demonstration. It's going to have the halo system. I want you to take that. It's going to be a comparison demonstration. It's going to have colors, contrast, and white levels. I want you to take that video, and I want you to go around YouTube and find out how many people are doing what we do. It's going to be worse when we show up that ad tech, that black TV technology. Woo, man. When that thing pops up, man, at the end of the day, that is going to be brutal for some screens. You're not matching the screen that can absorb sunlight. You're just not going to match it. But anyway, until then, this is the screen we get to have fun with. Now we have in our lineup coming up pretty soon. The silver is coming back because we upgraded to silver because the silver version is perfect for you. Valva, WeMax, and projectors, we supported on that. You ever saw the silver demonstrations? That's another screen that basically has shifting technology. It can become darker, but it also too basically has a very high heightener technology that turns a gray screen. It can discolor a gray screen. That's a beautiful technology. So that should be on today. I just have to go and do some changes and change out what we have on there because it used to be an FLE and then convert it over and we're good to go. We have another one coming out which is a darker one. It's called a Platinum Black Widow. Ooh, that thing's gonna be gorgeous. That's gonna be a beautiful screen. We'll be showing that off pretty soon. The Gamer is going to be a physical projection screen. I decided to go with something with a frame that you can assemble and put together. Very easy to do. It's going to be kind of like a PVC kind of setup for the frame. Very easy to put together. And it's going to come with all surfaces are going to be acoustic, every single one. We're not doing that where you got to spend more money to get an acoustic surface. No, all of our screens are acoustic, period. So we have that coming up for the Gamer. And then we have another acoustic screen coming up that's going to be 100 inch, 120 inch, 150 inch, and 235.1 for those of you who are big fans of 235.1 widescreen setups. That's what that's going to be for. And the acoustic screens means at the end of the day that if you want to watch this inside and outside, it's fully weatherproof, ultra short throw compatible, and all that other good stuff. You can take it outside and you can basically watch a movie. But I do want to do. I'm thinking about for the summer. I want to do a rear projection screen, because that'd be fantastic. Because you can stick the projector behind the back of it, the sound bar. That'd be fantastic for DJing and all that stuff. We'll have to work on something like that. I got an idea. I got a couple of surfaces under the table, under the desk right now. Then I'm going to be experimenting with that. Quite frankly, I would like one myself. Oh, this is a nice one too. 100. You get that when you do that. Some people do try to do the demonstration, dark environments, and again, I can't express it enough. For those of you trying to make black screens, your white levels are really, really, really low. They're extremely low. Its screen looks kind of like it's kind of like looking at extra dark tint. That's what it looks like. It doesn't really pop those levels. And you don't have any white level tests, which we notice that. I'll go to people's sites and I'll go read through their pages, or where's the white level test? Which means you have to be at 1,000 lumens or lower, and you have to be about 13, 14, or 16 feet back. Fully lit environment meters can't register in the environment at all, period, because it kind of helps. The higher light you have in the environment, at 1,000 lumens, that means the less lumen count you're going to have before you can contact with the screen. So your lumen count has to be low in the projector to begin with. If you start this off at 3,000, you fail. If you do this at ultra short, though, you fail. It has to be done at 1,000 lumens. The reason why? 1,000 lumens in an environment where meters can't pick up, you know what's left of your lumen count by the time you strike that screen? It ain't much at all. And that screen's going to have to literally generate a high enough white level to be able to pull color next to a white surface. You have to have a comparison up there, a white surface. If your screen is black, guess what you will have up there next to your screen? Black paint. You have to have those. Black versus black tests, you have to have those tests. You can't have one or two. You're going to have at least maybe 10, maybe 15 of those to have to be done. They have to be done on ultra short throws. They have to be done inside. They have to be done outside. There's so many different things, so many tests they need. There's another test that requires a white surface and the black paint at the exact same time to show that your screen can basically pick up a balance of a high white level to be able to overpower the black screen, which is not picking up any white levels at all because it's coming up too dark, and then make sure it can pick up that 100% contrast, which is overpowering the white surface. You have to do both of those at the same time. You know why you don't see those tests? Because they can't do it. That's why. Gray screen won't be able to do it. You know why? It can't read the contrast. So it's going to have a problem right there. Can't read the contrast, you won't be able to pick up the color. We've done those demonstrations already on forum sites why the gray screen won't register correctly. And for those people who get upset and get mad about the gray screen, I'm going to express this to you one last time. You can't see contrast. You don't pick it up at all. You don't even have the capability of picking it up. You can't see it. I don't care how dark you make that stuff. You can't read an infinity one level at all. My shifting technology can take your stuff out. And that stuff is nowhere near the color of a darker screen. And it can literally take your stuff out because it can shift that dark. They take out certifies. So again, I can't express this enough. I went to a forum site the other day and oh my goodness, how freaking thick are your heads at the end? How the brain process is not working. Something's not connected. It's like trying to iron clothes when the iron's not plugged in. You cannot see contrast, nor are you ambient light rejection technology. You don't have it. You can't do it. You won't pick it up. I literally had that conversation over there with like 10 people. Like, oh, we have excellent black levels. And then they'll show me a demonstration in this super dark environment on something that has black on. I'd be like, all right. It's kind of like the equivalence of, you know, you're like this massive starship and you have this little tiny starship just pop out of nowhere. It just warps up. And you're like, okay, look, we just need you to just back out of the way, please. We're moving past. You're in front of us, please. And they're like, we're not going anywhere. And we're just looking at them. I'm like, no, what do we want to do? What are we going to do with this? We got to move. This thing's in the way. And they're ranting and carrying on. I said, okay, just pull up one of the cannons. And then, boom, you're gone. You're basically space dust now. And we just move on past you. Because you don't have the power or capability to deal with a starship of that caliber. And no, we don't have any weak spots on it like freaking the Death Star. For you Star Wars fans out there, like, wait a minute, what about the Death Star? It's huge, gigantic, and it's a little time. No, we're good. That's all done. You would think at the end of the day, like, come on, man, that's the only weak spot you would have. It like be a little bit more guarded than that. You know what I mean? Like a little bit more guarded. I mean, when you have like, I mean, if it was me at the end, why would you have that there anyway? Like, come on. Like, you ever people with the jokes behind that one? I would literally have a force field, just a wall force field. There's no way around it. But why? Anyway, that's another story on its own. I go to forum sites on that one too, about why did the Death Star have a weak spot on it. It was supposed to be, oh, I have to think about that right there. Like, why? We had to have something there, or the Resistance wouldn't have won. I'm just wondering why. But anyway. Here's me going to my Star Wars ranch a few minutes ago. Like, why would you even have that there? Let's do, let's see, oh, I want to definitely do a cozy fireplace.
The darkness of
A
my
cozy fireplace.
life was moving on without me.
All right, so kits we have on the site. Um, Let me see if I can remember this offhand. We got the 20 ounce, which is the kit that we have that costs $187. That comes for free worldwide shipping, by the way. We have a 24 ounce, 32 ounce, and the 50s. 50s, again, like I said, I was able to paint this entire thing with less. I had a lot. I still got paint left over under the desk right now. Yeah, less than a gallon. So that's what we knew the coverage we got at the end of the day. Shake my screen. This is the size of my screen, how big it is. The coverage we got today from using less than a gallon to paint that. You saw that was a one coat application. There was no going back over and over, and it was just done, painted, be finished with it. So a gallon, if you're a company and you require a gallon, we advise you to basically just invoice us. We have to invoice you. Email us, and people usually show us pictures, which we usually do. They show us pictures of what they're painting, what they're designing, stuff like that. Then we go in basically helping them build a design, because there's a lot of questions to go back and forth, especially people are designing a project and they need some help with the type of projectors and stuff like that. So it comes in handy to know your stuff. Got a nice little fire burn there. TCL 4K demonstrations. There is the heightener technology. No, but I want to be that close on it. Gee whiz, there we go. That makes me happy. And it shows you my overheads. Got a lot of light in here. When I first came to this office, maybe this is too bright. Like, oh no! Beautiful. Beautiful. This giant light I got over top of me, and it's on top of me, literally. That's why, so when I watched demonstrations with the IWA projector, and they were talking about, if I didn't say it correctly, I do apologize, but the lights were like 18 to 21 feet in the air. And they're like, well, we're being plagued by these lights. Really? I hate to see what happens if you work in here. It's like being under a flying saucer all day long. See my desk? I thought about something. I'm playing Dead Island 2 right now. You know what really made that game epic? I mean, it's good. It's really good. But if they did it like GTA did it, we can play with 4 characters at the same time. Like, not at the same time, we can switch back and forth. That would have been pretty cool, because they had some pretty crazy characters that were getting on that plane. And I'd like to play with some of them, but you can't. You got to pick one. But it'd been nice if you could have basically chose different ones and just ended up in different crazy situations. That'd be insane. That actually would be a pretty good idea for a Dead Island 3. We just throw you into a situation that you're not even prepared for, which would be amazing, because, that usually would happen. So we're on site, and we got a portable halo system we're building. Collapsible portable halo system that will allow me to lock this around my screens and show our screens off on site with the halo system attached to them. But that's the only way I'm displaying screens from now on. With that Halo system. This thing is beautiful. If nothing doesn't explain absorbing of ambient light rejection technology, man, this thing is incredible. I love it. I love working with these. It really puts our paint and any products we develop to that next level, that ultimate stress level.
Swiffer Duster trapped 4 times more dust for being even mama proves up. Making hard to reach.
So easy.
Swiffer, the mother of all cleans. Love it for your
Gee whiz Louise, are you kidding me? Did you see how much dust he just wiped off that freaking painting, that photo? You literally have that much. You can't see that? Like, literally, you can't walk by and see that much dust? They have dust in that place in years, man. Gee whiz, get an air cleaner in that baby. I just told me white past that, man. I can understand stuff on a higher shelf. Yeah, like you're not really going to see that all that much. But a picture right there in your face? Do you clean? I would have literally wrote on that picture, wash me. Whew. I like these commercials though. It's just, this is what happens when you analyze everything. I do analyze stuff a lot. I do. All right, do a lot of research. That's why. So when most people see that and go, huh, dirty picture, I would be back there thinking like, well, how often do they freaking dust? Like, how much dirt would you have to accumulate if you're actually breathing in? If that much dust is able to lay on the surface like that, imagine how much is going up in your nose and your lungs at the end of the day. So we got air cleaners in here. Every spot I drop, and they got air cleaners in this building. But so I brought my own units in. I'm about to get me another one. Do I need another one? No, we don't need another one, but I want another one. The air in here smells crisp. I got these freaking plugins from Body Bath and Beyond. If I'm butchering that, man, these things are beautiful. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. I got in here smelling like fresh watermelon. The smell is good. I like the spray, so I got the scent for it. I know this is off topic, but I got to show you this. Look at that. These are bang. I love these so much. I love them. They're a little bit more expensive than the Glades, but man, the scent is unbelievable. This whole place in here smells like watermelon. It's beautiful. And this, you can smell it in the hallway too, because I can hear people walking by like, what's that smell? Yeah, man. I like that. Aromatherapy. Very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. Sometimes I play a little AMSR in the background while I work. And I got the nice smell from the the watermelon smell, and then we got the air cleaners in here, and the air in here is crisp. Oh man, it's like having fresh bed sheets right out of the dryer. Crisp. Yeah. Once you go through a little bit of lung damage, a little lung disease, boy, things change quick. But anyway, let's get back to this right here. Sorry about that. I had to show you that, man. My sister got me turned on because I walked in, it smelled like lemon. I was like, what the freak was that scent you got up in here? And I saw that what she had on the walls, like, where you get them from? She was like, what you call is like $6, but they're like 16, but it's definitely worth it. Definitely. Oh, I can see them, everything pulls up nicely. As it's supposed to. Sony, 1 hour demonstration. I want to see the transition.
With investing options from Navy.
Are they giving me what I asked for? They stuck me on something else. I sat there and watched the whole commercial on that. 20? No, we could do lower. Can we get 20 lower than that? There we go. If we got better than that, we bypassed it. Let's go over here. I want to see that transition on here. Oh, it's just on this ocean scenery too. That looks crazy, doesn't it? When you have a screen with those lights around it, ooh, come on, I want to get it right in the notch. There we go. When you have a screen with that much lighting on top of it, it's weird, doesn't it? Like a TV or something crazy. And mind, this stuff is fully weatherproof. So summertime gets here, oh my goodness. And yeah, I'm gonna have a halo system outside in the summertime. It's gonna be sick. Ah, it's gonna draw a lot of attention. That's what we want. Now, for those who ask other questions, what can you paint it to? What can you think of? That's a cardboard box over there. So basically, you can paint it to motorized projection screen, fixed frame screens, wood, glass, fiberglass, all that good stuff. Hey, this whole entire thing is fiberglass. You know, right? Fiberglass panels. Yeah, the big screen behind you. That's fiberglass panels. Yeah, you can paint on all that. All that from the door. So we have a detailed specification sheet. So well detailed, so well refined that people have copied us. A lot of people have literally copied our specification sheets. Sheesh. Man. I would think, and this is the part I find funny, and people found it funny in forum sites too, on top of that, when they saw that we posted that for a person that's supposed to be a rip-off artist, why are they copying our freaking specification sheets at the end of the day? There you go. Anyway, so we have a detailed specification sheet, which is, we always max out at 8,000. But there's a lot of information in there. The projectors we used, if it's eco-friendly, if it's low VOC, if it's water-based, all that's in there. We have tons of pictures. Actually, I have pictures to put on there right now, which I'm going to be putting these pictures on here. I like the halo pictures because the halo pictures speak volumes at the end of the day. It shows the customer that they can basically use their projector in a fully lit environment. And the biggest problem that customers have is they don't want to be stuck in the dark. They really don't. They really just don't want to be stuck in the dark. That's the problem. They don't want to be stuck in the dark, and they're tired of the pictures washing out. They don't want to bother with all that. Nobody wants to be stuck in the dark. I don't want to be stuck in the dark. Nobody wants to be there. And it should be an option. It should be an option like, if you want to be in the dark, you can be in the dark. Not that you're forced to be there because you don't have a choice. If you turn your lights on, your screen disappears. You don't want to go through that. Some people say, anything works with the lights out. Lights out is an easy demonstration. It's not hard. We get that all the time from people like, do it with the lights out. Really? It's easy. We do tons of demonstrations with the lights out. As a matter of fact, we got one called Mr. Mannequin. It's basically we show why white screens and gray screens don't work in dedicated theater rooms. We built a dedicated theater room to put it in. And you see all that light splashing off the ceiling and walls and everything. It doesn't absorb. Can't absorb. It doesn't have the capability. And it can't read the contrast, nor can it read color in the dark next to a more superior screen. Which we'll show you today. Like what? Yeah, we'll do another demonstration. Take a gray screen, put up there, take the lights out, and boom. And that's going to be an issue too, because gray screens don't have ambient light projection technology, so sticking one in the middle of this monster is not going to work well. And we're putting there something like, gray screen challenge for the gray screens out there. The ones that are giving us the most bark at the end of the day. You don't really get this kind of bark from the certifieds. You never do. Why don't you get this bark from the gray screens? Even the white screens don't give us this kind of bark back. You only get it from the gray screens. They're the only ones that do this. Transition. I forgot. They can't transition either. Which means you have to do that. This is going to be the challenge. The challenge we want to do, this is a perfect piece for the challenge. It shows contrast, it shows nice blues, and on top of that it shows color. So we want to do this piece right here, make it a challenge. Environment has to be extremely lit. A meter can't register in the environment. So just let it go over the top of my head, you're going to have something like this. Super bright. Your projector's price will be under the $20 mark. We're being nice. We paid $10 for ours. So you got to get a projector under $20. There's plenty of them on eBay. They don't have a lot of power. They don't have all the bells and whistles like people are used to using in their demonstrations for their projector. You don't get any of that. Bare minimum. Like that. Look. No calibrating, none of that. That's why I'm like calibrating. Calibrating, when a person's selling a product and they're calibrated projectors, they cheat it. And the reason why? Because a calibrated projector has a slight bump up than a projector that's not calibrated. So if you're showing your demonstrations a projector that's calibrated, you're showing something that an everyday consumer that has a non-calibrated machine, it's going to look a little different on his. What are you going to do? Coach him to calibrating? You're not going to want to do that. Most people don't want to be bothered with that. Most people don't even want to go inside their menu of their projector, let alone run a software to calibrate their machine. So no, they're not going to want to do it. So when you're using a calibrated machine, you're cheating. Now we come out of the transition, as you can see, hit some nice blues, greens. You're going to have to register this, and it's going to have to be nice and bright. Can't be no faded, washed out greens, discoloration, none of that mess. I see it all the time. I watch green levels. Just show a forest. The green will all be the same. I'm like, how's that even possible? You know, it's supposed to be different shades of green you're supposed to be triggering off, not one big bland sheet of green. Or when you're watching red, there's different levels of red they're showing off. They do this in OLED demonstrations all the time. They show multiple shades of red, multiple shades of blue. They show the screen can basically pick up multiple different shades. I watch demonstrations be all one solid blue. I'm like, what the freak? All one solid green. All right. Nice skin tones. Nice, beautiful reds popping through. Now, other question. Can you do a paint sprayer? Yes, you can. We suggest 9-inch nut rollers. Please don't use paintbrushes. You'll destroy the screen. We have all that information there for you. Excuse me. What else? That's pretty much it. I mean, we have a huge specification sheet. There's tons of information. I'm dropping in links today. So this is one of the links I'll be dropping in, showing what the gain capability is. You'll be to see the link. Right next to where it says ILEG, the gain, they'll have a link right next to it. I want you to be to see this. Anyone who comes to that site, I want you to be to click on that right next to our gain to see what our gain is. I don't know how everybody else is doing this, but that's how I'm doing mine. So that's what it stands for. Infusion Light Energy Gain. And if anyone at the end of the day wants to sit there and say it's not true, I got a $500,000 contract to say it is. Back on what you speak or what you preach, let's take it to court. That's all we got to do. No ifs, ands, and buts. I don't have no time for that whole back. I don't have time for it. Sign the document, and then see you in court. And that means we'll send that document to a post office box. If you don't want to give up your address, we'll email it to you. Doesn't make a difference. You sign it, we'll go to court, and we'll do the same demonstration in the courtroom. That means you'll owe Mr. Bird a $500,000. And yes, I will execute judgment on you the minute you walk out that door. So, that's how we cut down on all the nonsense, all the trash talking. Because we do have a lot of trash talkers out there, talk a lot of trash. Nobody wants to sign that contract at the end of the day, but people want to talk trash. That's how we shut it down. Shut it down. See how quiet they get? The minute we mention the contract, that's when they leave. Simple and plain. If you want to talk trash and say the product doesn't work, and you're making false claims, we'll see you in court. Now, mind you, the two types of these contracts pop up. One basically challenges you in court. You lose, that's $500,000. But if you're doing YouTube videos and you're posting out nonsense about us, our company, and it's not true, when that piece of paper shows up, it shows you have 3 days to sign that document. Within 3 days, if you can't prove your theory and you're afraid to sign that document, another document comes to you, and that one clearly states you're being sued for $2 million in court for slandering my company. Because we know you can't basically back up your claim if you didn't sign that contract. The first one, the agreement. If you didn't sign that one when it came through and you ignored it within the 3-day timeline, which should take you less than that to sign it, then we know you don't have the evidence to support your claim. And if you don't have the evidence to support your claim, this is where we hit you heavy. So we come in with a lawyer, and we send a document to you, which means now you're being sued for $2 million instead. And we file fraud charges against you because you committed fraud against my company. This is how this one works for everybody. Don't do it. Don't make false accusations about people's companies because it'll get you sued. That's what's going to happen. Any company. You sit there and say, oh, but he's the only one. No, I'm not the only one. Any company, you make a false accusation about their products and you continue to slander them online, will sue you. You think I'm joking? Go play and see what happens. See what kind of interesting prizes you will win at the end of the day. You'll be surprised. Can't do that. It's called defamation and it's called slander. If you can't back up that claim, guess what happens? You will find yourself sitting in the courtroom crying and whining about how you don't have the money or you can't do the time. So again, behave. That's all to it. If you don't like the product, it's not to your liking, as I said before, then that's freedom of speech. I support that 100%. A lot of things I don't like at the end of the day too when I talk about. But it has to be legit. If I don't like it, that's what it is. But if I go out and I do something that's wrong to the product, I'm making false accusations that are not true. I'm making false statements about the company, saying, oh, they're scammers, they're rip-off artists, and stuff like that, and their products don't work, and it's fake. You're doing that, that's going to land your lawsuit. You got people already being sued for that. They got the court cases coming up this summer where people are going to be sitting up in court trying to figure out how they're going to pay all this money up, or if they can do that kind of stuff. I said, you can sit there and eat something, do a review on a food, and say, I don't like the food, I don't like the so-and-so, too much of mayonnaise, whatever. That's your opinion at the end of the day. It's called a review. But if you're out there doing demonstrations by saying, yeah, I ate this sandwich and I think percent of it might have been some kind of weird meat from some strange animal, it's something crazy, it doesn't taste right, like it's something like that, you're making accusations like that and they're using actual real meat, that'll end your lawsuit. That's why people end up in court, because either they feel that they can't be touched, or they feel at the end of the day that the accusations they made won't land them in a courtroom, and it will. So it's simple and plain. That's why I got customers I got at the end of the day, they'll come on, buy the products and stuff like that, use them and everything, do their demonstrations, we're good to go. You know, I've had some customers that try to come in and try to figure out how our products are made, couldn't figure them out, got frustrated, got angry, filed a have not described against us, and we send PayPal batch number showing your product running out of a 5-gallon container working perfectly fine with nothing wrong with it, and they lose their claim. This is why we require a ship back. Before we get to that point and you contact me, the first thing I'll say is send it back to me. You fight me on that, we got a problem there. It's already shown me a problem. Why would you fight me on a request? Ship the item back. That's it. We're going to take your accusation claim on a YouTube live stream and see if we can match it. Even though your product was tested, even though it came out of a 5-gallon container like everybody else's and we're perfectly fine. That's, like I said, that's the equivalence of saying that everyone got lemon juice out of that container, but you got cherry. How well you think you're going to win that? Right now, the people we're doing business with, the batch number is matching the product we have here. Here, all that. So if I can do this here in this environment, how easy is it for me to walk into a courtroom and do it? But the difference is, I'm going to have you paint the screen in for me. You're going to paint it in. You made the accusation, you're going to paint it in. And if it doesn't react the same way as you claim it's supposed to react, you lose your claim. On top of that, you got to beat a batch number. That's going to be virtually impossible to beat one of those things. Because the product's tested, which we can show the judge we have tested the product long before we actually sold it to the customer. And we can show that each product has a batch number verification showing it came out of a 5-gallon container. But you're going to have to prove that yours came out cherry when everybody got lemon. Virtually impossible to get around it. So instead of going down that road, because we know you're going to lose your PayPal claim right from the door because we can back it, we request you to ship the item back. Let's entertain your theory, and let's put it on a YouTube live stream so everybody can see it. They don't want to send it back. They go to PayPal, they put in the false claim against my company. We go to PayPal, we give them the email transcript of us talking back and forth, saying that we requested the item to be shipped back to be tested on YouTube Live. We show test demonstrations of the product being tested before it's sold to the customer, and batch number verification. That's enough to lock it for us. Now, if you had shipped the item back and been honest with them and say, hey, look, the dark technology, I'm not ready for that. We make a silver version and we make a gunmetal version. We make all black. We would have exchanged your order for free, sent you out a brand new container full, even though you might have sent back half and paid for the shipping. That's our guarantee for our customers. Others can't do that because you read already, they're not here anymore, but the ones that were here had those whole guarantees where, well, it wasn't a guarantee. If it landed on your property, you were stuck with it, and you opened, you were stuck with it, so that's messed up. And the other one, well, his site is one big non as described because you can't back up the gain range theory, and customers are going to ask that from the door. What gain am I picking up? Especially if you got two of them up there, now you got to figure out which ones did you get. So he can't back that up, so that's automatically going to be a non as described claim against him. Ain't no way around that one. But anyway, so yeah, we give them the option to ship it back, and if they don't ship it back and they fight us and they go to PayPal, then you lose your claim. It would be better if you worked with us, which we're trying to get them to do, but they don't want to do that, so okay. They make it sound like at the end of the day, they'll say that, oh, you mind, you be careful about that. You make a statement by saying that I said that I was this, that, and the other, I'll take you to court and sue you on that one. I don't play around at the end of the day when it comes to stuff like that. You make false accusations about me or my business or thing I'm saying in my mouth and try to make me be this person at the end of the day, I'll take you to court on it. So don't do that. Got people already going through some dumb nonsense pretty soon at the end. Near summertime, they're going to be in court. Some of them are going to be over in Copyright Claims Board. Federal court, there's a couple of federal court cases coming up. So don't do that stuff. Let me see. I like this one right here. They're just mad. Some are mad and upset because they don't want to see our company become successful. You can't stop that. This is God's will. You can't stop God's will. You can't stop that.
Booking.com has all kinds of things. At some level, Rusted can. Others feel differently. Find exactly
What do they do?
Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that coal. Dayquil vapor coal? It's Dayquil. What's the brush with its vapors?
That's why I have to be crystal clear how I explain things on camera. Because these jokers will get up there, even though I said it right there on camera. Again, be careful about what you say, because again, companies will sue you on this by making false accusations like that. But anyway, I'll say it on camera crystal clear. If you like the product, if you don't like the product, it's up to you. It's your decision. You know? But if you're making false claims that are not true about my company, and keep in mind, if you have no way to back this in court, this is going to hurt you big time. These lawsuits that we put out on people are not going to be cheap. They're very expensive lawsuits. These things are $500,000 and up. We're not going for no $30,000, $20,000, $12,000. These are $500,000 lawsuits and up. These things can get pretty costly. So if you're making statements like the other guy sat there and said that our products require a 4,000 lumen projector, 5,000 at poor white levels, he's gonna get sued for that mess, for making that statement. And I got him on a YouTube video saying it. How you gonna get around that one in court? I bring up a lawsuit against, say, hey, this guy said that my screen paints require these high power projectors to operate, and I literally have you on tape, on recording, making that statement. How is he gonna get around that? He's automatic. That's an open and shut lawsuit. He's got to pay me $1 million for that one. That's going to cost him a lot of money. See? Yeah, that's why you don't do stuff like that. It's defamation. It's a defamation lawsuit. Now, if I sit there and complain about Amazon losing my packages, I can literally show you a track record of them literally losing my packages and me not getting my packages. But on the other side, too, they have basically gave me the money back. But still, giving me the money back doesn't help me if I need the item for work. If I need a projector right here, we need it for work, for something we're doing, you can give me back the money all day long. I still got to go back in and buy the projector, wait the additional days for them to process it, and then the time to ship it, that's going to set me back. Like we just went through that a couple of days ago. It's something we ordered that we needed, adapter we needed, and now we have to wait until Thursday to get the adapter. Because I don't know why Amazon is using third-party carriers. They use the United States Postal Service. And again, the bigger question I got on the United States Postal Service, because we use them too ourselves, but why are you shipping out on a Sunday? Because that package got here on a Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I didn't know the post office delivered on Sunday. I thought we were going to get it on Monday. You know what I mean? We didn't get it on Monday. They left it outside, so guess what happened? It disappeared. Of course it disappeared. Poof! I'm like, I didn't even know you guys were not even open on Sunday. How are you delivering on Sunday? And that all day is Super Bowl. But, you know, they were nice enough to go in and refund me. Or, reorder the item. But now you reorder the item, I gotta wait until Thursday to get it. Well, we were supposed to have it on Monday. That throws me off. All right, get our white levels in there. I'm gonna show a little bit more on this. That's why I tell people at the end of the day, people want to do business and stuff like that. Get yourself copyrighted, get yourself locked in, all that stuff back, all your stuff up, batch number, every freaking thing. The reason why, because again, people will try to do you dirty. Even family members. Family members too. Even the word family members will do it faster than a stranger will do it because they think they can get away with it. It's hard work on family. Family-owned businesses, I don't know how they do it. It's hard. It really is. They think they can get over on you because you're family at the end of the day. That's really hard to do. Operate a family-owned business. Get all your stuff locked in. Even around your friends. I don't care if y'all been best friends from kindergarten. No. Lock your stuff at the end of the day. You have to. You have to. Money changes people. Money does some weird stuff to people. I had a girl who wanted to be a fashion designer. Beautiful dresses she was designing. She showed me the picture. I was like, what are you doing? She said, I'm showing you what. No, don't ever do that. Ever. Don't ever. Not even to me. Nobody. I wouldn't take from you, but don't do that. You have to keep it in a mindset that you can't tell anyone about this. You have to lock it in first. People that do artwork, stop showing people your portfolios and your work. Don't do that. What you do is, if it's too expensive for you to do a copyright on each one, call it a collection. If you call it a collection, everything within that line of that name or that whatever it is part of that collection is covered by that copyright. Because it's a collection, a series. Get what I'm talking about? Yeah. But anyway, that's what you have it. Under series. On top of that, when you're drawing out your work, make sure that your signature and timestamp is in there in the artwork. Because man, ain't nothing more funnier than a company taking your work at the end of the day and you basically showing a copyright, but that nail in the coffin is basically when they pull that magnifying glass, says here, it says it right there, there's my name. So these jokers went out and printed your work on all their t-shirts, and every single one of them has your name in it with the date when you actually did that artwork. Oh, that's a hurt piece right there. That's beyond hurt piece. There's one thing about when you take someone to court, but there's another one and you crush them completely in court. But there's no argument. There's nothing there. I mean, their own lawyer will pack up and walk out like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. That bad. I tell people to do that. Write your signature, anything, into the artwork. They'll never see it, but you'll know it's there. And even though you won the case, you can sit there and go, oh, Your Honor, I want to show you this real quick. Can we blow up this image real quick? Right here, right about there. Yeah, that's it. You'll pay a little more for that, too. That's another thing, too. If you don't want to do court costs, that's another thing that a company, if you showed them that, said, look, you took my artwork. Well, there's no proof we took your artwork at all whatsoever. It could be anybody's. Well, technically, make sure you get it all, because they don't want them to remove the shirt or whatever they do, but make sure you get it into a courtroom first before arbitration or whatever, and you meet them outside. So here's the deal. My name is in my name and date is in every single piece of artwork. And you put a magnet, you show them right there, yeah, guess what they're going to do? They're going to they don't want to go to court on that. They're going to meet in judge in chambers because they want to keep it off the books. They don't give you whatever freak you want to get you to disappear. Because they made a serious mistake. And if you go to court, you can clean the clock, and at the end of the day, it'll show up on court records that they got sued, and this happened, that happened. Nothing go well for them at all, period. They want to do that under the table and give you whatever you want to make you disappear. Yeah. Because your signature's in there. And anyone who buys that, they're going to find out. You do one YouTube video and says, look, my signature's right there. Everyone who bought that shirt is going to pull a magnifying glass on that and see it. No, but you still want to get that copyright, just so you know. Because you want to take it to take it to court and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Sometimes if you take it to CCP requires you to have those documents in order to do it. If you take them to court, yeah. You won't even need a lawyer, you represent yourself. Evidence is right there. All right, screen's looking good. I'm loving it. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. I love it. Starfield screensaver. This will be the challenge of the day. 100% contrast levels with the halo system wrapped around your screen. Do you dare take on the challenge? Deny us not. This is going to be a flex demonstration. Oh, we got to do this right here. We got to do this. We got to do it. Tron, 4K. We got to do this. We're going to do a flex. We definitely got to do a flex. We can watch movies. Movies with the halo system and dark ones too on top of that. There we go. Get you guys back. There we go. Boom. Man. This is the flex. Oh, come on. We got PC over here. If you have the fire stick is acting up, we got PC. There we go. I remember I had so many people and so many forum sites would say, well, movies are meant to be seen in the dark. Yeah, but we got options at the end of the day, because you might not be able to watch that movie in the dark. You're in a relationship with somebody, and I'm pretty sure I'll be with her too on top of that. She decorated that whole area over there. Well, we don't want to be in the dark 24/7. Who's going to be in the dark 24/7 trying to watch a TV show or whatever? Anything you do, you got to be in the dark 24/7. But this technology, she can read a book, enjoy the beautiful of her living room, have her windows open, you can watch a movie. Throw your headsets on, you're good. Not everybody wants to watch a movie in the dark. They don't. It gives you options. Not that you have to, you have options. So if I want to sit here in a fully lit environment, in my commercial setup, and I want to watch Tron with a system that's loaded with halo lights wrapped around it, I can do that. I have options. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That ultra black levels we can pull. Batman versus Bane. Don't come back. I've been here for years. Come on, man. Our technology is crazy. It's going to advance higher than this. Lord's already given us information and blessings for the new technology coming out, which is in 2026, I think it is. Yeah, already engineering technology for 2026. Look at that. It's insane. Look at that. I can't wait to be on a forum site today. I'm going to be all over the place today. All over today. All over today with this screen. Victory house computer there. Oh. We're going to be talking about our new game, our new technology. See, and not to be rude here, because people take this the wrong way. But next time you make up something called gain range, you're going to have to show tons of demonstrations on this gain actually existing, which we're doing right now on our technology. Let me see. Outer space screensavers. Where do you want to go? Bam! Well, not that. Anytime, for anybody. Anybody, if you're making up a gain, you're going to have to prove this. I don't know what in the world he was thinking with that. That's crazy. Like, you would have to back that up. There's no way in the world you would. Any forum site would require you to back that up. Any forum site you go to is going to require you to back that up. 2 games on a screen, and you, anyway, no, that's a mess madness. That's absolute madness. Some people are like that in life. Some people feel that that they can just say certain things and people would just believe them without them basically backing anything up. Because if I talk a certain way and I sound like I'm a philosopher and I put a chalkboard behind the back of me and I make it sound like I know what I'm talking about, no one will question it. Yeah, they will question. They'll question the daylights out of it because people do that kind of stuff. I know because I question people's stuff all the time. There's no way in the world I'm going to sit there, and I've been in this business for that long, talking about projection screen setups, and someone's going to say some range can. No. You're going to have to show me this. There's no way in the world. Yeah, there's no way in the world. Dude had to be nuts to believe that at the end of the day. You got to show that. No one's going to sit there and believe that we got a screen to absorb sunlight just by saying it. We had to back that thing up. We had to go out there like 8 o'clock. I was there every hour out in that hot sun in the middle of a heat wave, out there with a camera getting cooked, showing off this screen doing this. This whole thing with the halo system, we've been doing halo systems for quite some time, but to do a full ring wraparound, we literally had to build one. We built a smaller version, then we did a bigger version of it. You can't be just saying stuff off the top of your head like that. That's nuts. That's why we call it range gain. All right, I'm gonna have some more fun with this technology. You got a match or better demonstration coming up. Let me get this one. I'm gonna put our match and better at. Let me see. I want to do the Sony transition. If we got any other darker outer space ones? We did the nebula already. Next wormhole. It reminds me of Doctor Who. Alright, so on the website, Quasar is been taken off. New replacement for the Quasar. The upgrade version is ILEG Quantum Black Star. And also too on all this with the abbreviation what that ILEG stands for. What's the video that skips? New York City background, nighttime. There we go. Nice dark contrast. And the challenge is going to be the Starfield, and the other one's definitely going to be that Sony. That Sony shows that blue, which fades fast on screens. It shows the contrast, switching over to the different colors. All that's going to have to be pulled. No ultra short though projectors. My projector is, I think, 2700 lumens, 720p projector. Of course, you're going to get that either way. If you got to pay for the projector under 20 bucks, that's what you're going to get either way. Doesn't make a difference if it has HDMI ports. Mine doesn't, so I really don't care. And you have to be in a fully lit environment, which means we got to see those lights from here to here. Not way up there, from here to here. Max out. That meter has to max out. Because we got those out. We put out matching betters on all our stuff, and the reason why, in this case, you got idiots out there that sit there and go, well, you know, that's not real. Well, guess what? It's a customer, tell them match and better it. And if they don't want to match and better it, and we get a hold of you, then God challenge you in court with an arbitration at $500,000. You don't want to back it up to them, you back it up to us. Got to be the stand behind your product. That's the only way you can make statements like that. You have to be the stand behind your work. That's why nobody else is going to make those statements. Unless you are basically have a product you're being truthful with. It doesn't have to be a black screen, it can be a gray screen. If you're sitting there saying, hey, look, it doesn't pose fair contrast, it poses fair colors. Colors can be better if calibrated. Can't use it in fully lit environments, more like ambient, like controlled environments. You're being truthful because that's what gray screens have to survive in. And they do operate. It's operate in those environments. You can't be sitting there saying, oh, we can operate in commercial environments and we can be in here in full lit environments and we have all the 100% black levels. And no, you can't say that. You don't have that capability. whatever your product does, and if you're telling the truth on what your product does, then you can basically back it up in any courtroom among anybody. But if you're in there making stuff up about your product that's not true, like that gain range nonsense, you're making that up and you have no way to back it, you get yourself sued. Anyone can take it to court on that. If anybody goes in and buys his paint, you can take him to court and sue him. Because if he can't back it up, you can get him on it. That's he can be sued on that website. You go in there and you buy that product, and he can't support the claim on that gain range, you can sue him in court for it. Take him to you can take him to civil court, get him for 50 grand. Easy. That's all you'd have to do. Because he can't back it up. Mind you, we emailed him multiple times on it. He couldn't even respond back to us, and the customer couldn't tell us what it is. And you buy that stuff and you paint it in, and it doesn't do exactly as it does, you can't walk into a courtroom and back that up because he couldn't even back it up to us. You can literally, he has lawsuit. His website is a potential easy lawsuit. Now, for anyone said, what about us? We're the ones who have the contract. We can pack us up on any level you want. I pin on site in front of people all day long. I do this all day. Doing it right now. But if you're making something that's not true, you're going to have to back that up. Like I said, his website is a potential lawsuit. Because if you bought any of those products off of there, and you have contacted him, you try to contact him, and you want to see videos on his gain range, how do you achieve the lower or higher gain, and he can't really give you this information, then guess what? You can take him to court and you sue him. It's false advertising. Fraud. Unless he takes the website down, or he removes that off his site saying, he can't claim that. You have to either take the website down or remove it off the site, making that statement. Other than that, that's an open lawsuit. You got waiting for him. Now, could we buy the product and sue him? Not really, to tell you the truth, because we already know. We're self-aware. We already know already. We've had confrontations with him. We know about his products and this, that, and the other. We could take him to his company to court and challenge his company. We could do that with no problem. And we'd be hit with a fine. And the fine would be pretty hefty. It could be $500,000. It could be more than that. Or if things go worse and shows he's been doing it for a lot longer, he could possibly get jail time for it. There's a number of things that can come up. But for a consumer, if you were to purchase it and you contact him and say, hey, look, I don't know what gain I have here. I have this one or that one. Can you show me? And he never responds back to you. You show multiple emails, like maybe you send him out 10 emails requesting this, and he doesn't contact you at all. Take him to court. Sue him. Get up for consumer fraud. Because they bring him into court, they're going to ask him the same thing you just asked them. Can you back up the theory of this stuff existing? And if you can't do it, then guess what? You won, and he's going to go to jail. He could go to jail. If you have a good enough lawyer, he can get out of that and probably pay a real hefty fine. You sue him in the process, he's got to pay you. I wouldn't even bother going to PayPal. I skip that. I'll go straight to court with it. Now later on, if he wants to pop on camera and talk about how I'm a liar, look, man, if I'm a liar at the end of the day, explain to me what it is. Because I got to take the company to court anyway. So explain to me, what is gain range? You can't tell me. Can't get angry about something you can't back up. I saw Bigfoot out in the middle of the park playing tennis. Now, I saw him. And I go back and say, I saw Bigfoot playing tennis in the middle of the park. Everybody's going to look at me like I've lost my freaking mind. Can't really get upset with them because I ain't got no proof. But I've actually had pictures enough showing I saw Bigfoot, and guess what? I got proof. I can prove it. Back it up 100%. No one can call me a clown at the end of the day because I got it right there on my phone of them basically playing out in the park. See what I mean? You can back up the product and say it's real. Gain range is real, and you can do it. Blah, blah, blah. I got evidence and pictures and videos and demonstrations. Ain't nobody call you a clown. If you can't back it up, then guess what? Clown you shall be. Clown you shall be. I'm loving this. I gotta go over to Facebook with this, man. Look at that cricket. That's insane. Look at the contrast over pulling up on it. The light. The light. All right, people. I'm out of here. I got everything set up on my page. I got orders about to pop in a few minutes. Because people tell me to let me know when they're sent them text messages when the product is going to be available. We got our new demonstrations here on the nice bright screen right here, which I'm having a ball with on here with our projector. Oh, let me show you real quick. We got meters over here. My meter. And just to show you that the light from here is not affecting this, just turn this off. There we go. So let me show you our light doesn't affect our readings here. We do this over and over again. But you know, you never know what's going to come in and watch later on. There we go. See right here, meter's picking up. If I pull my hand away, it's gone. That's how much light we have in here on that. So even without the light system we have attached to the screen, it still can read with no problem. Hey, Puss in Boots, what's up? It's a nice angle gain. All the light pushing around the screen. Or by the top. The top is doubled. Because we wrapped it around, we had enough, but we doubled it from the top. So the top has two of the lights back to back. Yep. So that shows you right there. Yeah, it reads with no problem. Oh, let's take lights out. Lights is pretty cool to watch. Let's take the lights out. Because you get the whole lights going off in time. It's pretty cool to watch. Isn't that crazy how much light is in here? My projector right there. My Sony XGA VPL CX100. As I said before, it doesn't even have any HDMI ports on the back of it. Oh, projector. Got it for $10. Right there, I can even show you my receipts. $10, baby. $10. Bacalao. Bacalao, bacalao. Yep, just like that. Meters aren't reading here at all. And to take the meters down because take the lights off because I don't want them interfering with my reading. Sure, I'm not actually, cheating or anything. All right, people, hope you enjoyed. Product is available now on our website, free worldwide shipping. Hope you enjoyed. If you're out there looking to get the gallons are done through invoices, which means you have to contact us. We have your email, set you up with your invoice, and you're good to go. Now we're going to be doing 2 videos. One video is definitely going to be a challenge. We put the challenges out because, again, it cuts on all the trash talking at the end. Oh, it's not real. It can't be done. Because, customers will go out there and compare our videos to everybody else's. And you get people out there saying, oh, that can't be done. That's not possible, blah, blah, blah. Well, to match or better. So knock yourself out. Get to work. The matching better is going to be a series of different videos all together. So you have to complete all of those in order to say you have the same thing. And as I said before, if they have a little more fight in them and they thought at the end of the day they're just going to be making false accusations, well, sign a document. I'll see you in court. That's all to it. Simple and plain. Back it up. Because we can. Hey. What's up, little crunchy boy? What are you doing today? Oh, ouch. Really? Ah, ha, ha. How dare you? I don't even know you that way. Ah, ha, ha. I'll take that. And that. And that. And that. And that. You got hair on your chest. You know that? You got hair right there. What's that on your chest? Right there, right there. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yeah. He always comes over to the desk to fight with me. Look at this. You gonna fight me at the desk? Come here. Come here. I'm just gonna pet you. I'm just gonna pet you. No need to bite me. No need to bite. How dare you fight me? How dare you? He comes over, he stands up like a human being and fights me every single time. So he's over by the desk. He comes over to fight me. Because I'm in this spot over there. How dare you be in my spot? Over here and fight you. Stand up on his hind legs and fights me. He is such a little cartoon, aren't you? What different treats you want to? We got how you had all of them. I'm going to try the milk. You might like the milk flavor. Susie likes the milk flavor. Because he's had just about all of them. Alright, people. I got to get some pictures for the website, everything. So everything is loaded in. Kaboom. On the site right now, doing some work right now. And the lowest kit we have is 187. So that is all available. And yes, it does come with free shipping. Free worldwide shipping. Because we can ship it to you anywhere in the world for free. Challenge us. Show us where we cannot ship it to. Hopefully we can ship anywhere for free. But I like saying that. I love it when my customers come and they go, how much? Because they think it's going to be a lot of money. They're like, no, no, no. Shipping is free. No $70 surcharge fees. None of that. It is all for free. We pay for that out of our own pocket. Alright. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for your time. I got to do a short. I have to do a challenge, master better demonstration. I have to be out the door because I got to take care of some stuff today. Sorry about that, people. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because if it weren't for Him, none of this would be possible. Gotta go, and God bless.